right, Kurt, we are live, so whenever you are ready.
Welcome once again to Nook's Tavern, the in-game, in-studio live podcast with everyone in studio wearing weird bags this week. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can go to twitch.tv/Nooks Tavern and give us a follow. You can also go to patreon.com/Nooks Tavern and become a patron for as little as $1 a month. With me, as always, the pirate to my parrot, Mr. Philip R. Keating.
Hi, Kurt. How
Hey,
are you?
Phil.
How are you,
Good.
man?
How are you doing?
I'm all right, man. How have you been? You good?
I'm good. It's all good. It's been a hot week here
Ah,
in the Northeast.
so hot, so hot that they released swimming in Animal Crossing. It's so hot.
Right.
How's your week been in the islands?
It's been good. I'm really still enjoying the swimming end of things and really digging that whole thing. It's been pretty cool, and not having to worry about turnips. I'm very happy, man.
Yeah, I was off on Sunday, and I made the choice. No, I didn't. I couldn't find a good price. I searched around. I searched the Discord. I searched friends. Nobody had a price that I wanted to pay, so I skipped them.
Oh, look at you all skipping.
It's all right. I don't need the hassle. It's too much hassle. I don't need it.
Too much hassle.
But swimming has been glorious.
Isn't that fun?
Man, let me tell you. So there was server maintenance last week as we were doing the show.
Right.
We got kicked off stream because we went too long because the servers went down.
Right.
And within 15 minutes they were back up. Now, you could have done if you would have hit plus on your remote on the game and bring up the menu, you could search for an update, which I did, and so it unlocked swimming for me that night.
Yeah, you sent me a clip like right after the show ended of you swimming, and I'm going, what? I figured it was going to take a lot longer than that.
Which was even greater because you were on another show and you couldn't do anything about it.
Right.
Because I rushed for this update to get done because I'm looking at the clock and the clock is like, hey man, it's almost 10 o'clock. That Nook shop is gonna close and you can't swim without your swimsuit.
Right.
So I'm panicking. I'm watching the clock. It's like 4 minutes left, and I was like, "Come on, 3 minutes left." And I was like, "This is not happening." I'm trying my best. 2 minutes left, and no more than 1 minute left before the store closes. The update is done, and then I have to wait for the game to boot up and load up.
Right.
So it was against the time, but I got in there like within the last maybe 30 seconds, got my swimsuit purchased. Then they told me how to swim, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. I could figure out, there's no more than 5 buttons in this game. I think I'll be fine. Give me my suit and let's go. And I spent the rest of the night swimming around.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, it doesn't need to be, but it just, for whatever reason, it's just fun, and I wouldn't have expected it would have been. But I swam all around the island trying to find where the borders were, and just picking up the turning in the new items to the museum. That was great to increase that again. Now, did you say you did or did not see Pascal?
I have not seen Pascal yet.
Not even that night?
Not even that night.
Wow. Okay.
And the whole next day on Friday, once I got home from work, I swam some more. Didn't see him. Went to Friends Islands to swim. Didn't see him. I have yet to see him.
That is really weird because he showed up for me after I did my first dive. Maybe it was just he was right there. In fact, to the point where I thought he was always going to be there.
No, yeah, I swam the entire island on the border.
Yeah.
I swam the entire circular. I went clockwise, then I went counterclockwise because I don't know, is he in the water? Is he, chilling outside the border? I don't know where to find him. So,
Right.
I'm swimming laps, and I've already unlocked 3 of my achievements for swim time because I have been looking for him.
That is crazy.
With that said, I had CJ on my island today.
Oh.
And I was
okay.
like, this is dope. right? You got all these, sea grapes and seaweeds that I can't use, I don't want. I got CJ here, man. I'm going to sell. He's like, no, I'm good. I don't want your ocean garbage, man. Bring that to the raccoons, that run that shop. And I was like, oh, come on, man. So
Yeah. Oh well.
So I was a little disappointed on that, but not as disappointed as I was on Tuesday,
Oh.
where I forgot to sign in for the entire day.
Really?
And I lost my daily bonus for consecutive sign-ins.
Join the club.
Yeah, well, it hurts a little bit longer when you're at like 108 out of your 300 days consecutive.
Yeah, well, there's always tomorrow.
And the day after that, and the day after that.
And another 300 days or so.
Yeah. So that's almost great. I can't wait till May of next year.
Right.
So, yep. But other than that, it's been pretty good. Just swimming about and trying to get either that new Gulliver or Pascal to show up.
How's the cicada hunt going for you?
I'm annoyed with it, but that's okay. That's me. That's not the cicadas. I'll live.
Yeah, I actually managed to get a bunch of them.
Yeah, they're not hard to get. It's just I always feel bad when I'm running through. Oh, I'm sorry. You're on your phone.
I'm looking up my Critterpedia.
Okay, that's fine. I get frustrated when I run through, a bunch of trees and I scare 8 of them away, and it's just like, I could have done a better job at just slow walking these and picking them up. So you live, you don't learn. You run like an idiot through your island.
Yeah, I was doing that with those Atlas moths forever. Just run it, and they're so hard to find to begin with. And then
I think that would hurt more.
Take off. Yeah. It does. Yeah. So, so what's interesting about the update is, and I'm skipping around our show notes here a little bit. So are you aware of the practice of some folks saying, hey, you know what? We've got a great price for turnips here. How about you give me 3 Nook Mile tickets and you can come onto my island and sell your turnips.
Yeah.
And people do that all the time, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So what people have found was you can actually jump into the water from the airport dock.
Yep.
And so they just jump off the dock and swim around the island and just get onto the island and not have to pay.
Not only that, but some people have their money tree forest up top against the ledge and has it fenced off on the front because we can never climb out of the water that way before until now. And so people are jumping off the dock, going around and scavenging these blocked off areas if it's not money trees or rare flowers and all that stuff. So
now see that bugs me. Like I'm cool. I really don't care for people charging to come and use a vendor. That bugs me. But because it's not like they're taking sales away from you.
Yeah.
But you can't rip them off by taking their rare flowers or money trees. That's not cool.
No, I mean, and there is a bridge too far.
Yeah.
But also, if it's my island and I literally hear this, within hours or even a day after this update has come through, I instantly change how my island is laid out.
Oh, of course.
So, I don't know. I'm not one for money trees, so but I'm not shocked.
But you also don't let just random strangers on your island most of the time.
No, just on Thursday.
Yeah, you get these random, I don't know, masked men sitting in the audience. And if you want to see who's in the audience, then you too can become a patron at patreon.com/Nooks Tavern and join us in studio each Thursday evening. So, we've got a bunch of stuff going on here. The first thing, it's kind of a it's kind of new NPC arrival information. So we talked about it a couple weeks ago where somebody had mapped out how new NPCs show up.
Yeah,
on
correct.
the island. And with this update, they've actually updated that. And so you're not necessarily guaranteed specific NPCs on any given time. There are 5 that visit your town every week. They I don't know, when there was that event a couple of weeks ago, the fishing, not the fishing, the bug off.
The bug off
Yeah, you remember how the KK Slider concert was on
Friday.
Friday.
Yep, and everyone was like, "What the heck is going on?"
Right. So it looks like from now on, if KK Slider gets bumped because of an event, he's going to be moved to Sunday.
Okay.
So and that's basically that's basically when he's going to show up if there's an event, because it looks like we're getting more events, right? We're getting more bug offs, we're getting fishing tourneys, those are all going to happen. So but they break it down. We'll put the link in the show notes, but they break it down to show that you've got 5 out of 9 NPCs that visit your town each week, and those are Leaf, Flick, Mabel, Kix. Looks like, is that Pascal?
No,
Who is the one in the middle?
that's CJ.
CJ, yeah. Gulliver, Red, and Sahara.
Yeah.
So it sounds like,
except Red's not really there for anybody.
Agreed. Yeah, that's fair.
Except me.
Yeah. And then Wisps will visit on Sundays after 8 p.m. if there's no KK Slider. And then there's a chance to visit on one weekday night after 8 p.m. And why can't I think of her name?
So with Celeste, it says you can
Celeste,
visit on nights when there's Shooting Stars with no KK Slider concert. But I've had that happen with no KK and Shooting Stars, and she was nowhere to be found.
Well, it's not. It doesn't say she's only going to visit it's not saying she's going to visit on those nights. It's just saying she will visit on. There's a possibility of her visiting on those nights.
Got it. And one can only visit once per week.
Right. So the link that's in the show notes, actually, if you end up clicking on it, it will bring you. You can actually see. It was done by Ninja. Got the information. 8-Bit Bish did the infographic, and there's actually more detailed versions if you follow the thread on the Instagram in the link.
There you go.
So, yeah, it's cool for people who are keeping track of that.
It's also just a nice visual. It's a nice
it really
visual
is.
aid.
Well, what's funny is Ninja originally posted like this handwritten, scrawled out piece of paper,
like a serial killer.
Yeah, kind of. And I'm looking at it, just going, I don't want to read this.
Yeah.
So, so there's that. Ninja also found out that there's more indication that cloud save is coming.
Oh.
Which means you move to another Switch, you'll be able to sign in and download your data.
Yeah, a little bit too late on that.
Well, yes and no. I mean, if your Switch breaks and you have to get a new Switch or something.
Did I talk about Bill from Run Jump Stomp, Bill?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay, so his son had a broken Joy-Con rail on his Switch.
Yep.
And he got an email from Nintendo saying, hey, we're open again for repairs, so sent it in. He's like, great. Am I going to lose any of my data? Because my son has put 350 plus hours into Animal Crossing,
Right.
and he is raiding in Pokemon. And they're like, nope, you'll be fine. And Bill's like, are you sure? And they were like, yep. And they got a letter back saying, yeah, we're just going to give you a new thing with refurbished. And Bill was like, I'm sorry, what? That's literally what I did not want. And they're like, yeah, well, sorry. So Bill's son lost everything. Now, luckily, Bill has a wonderful community over there at Nintendo Switchcraft, and his community really came together to kind of help rebuild his son's Pokemon library, and I would think his island as well, because the community over on Run Jump Stop is incredible.
Yep.
But it's just the fact that, like, this all could have been avoided with cloud saves.
Yeah, well, it looks like in in the data mine, it looks like they're coming.
Yeah.
So that's good. It's just too bad that we're finding out now.
Yep.
So
And it's something that people were complaining about before the game even,
absolutely
was 3 months out.
Yeah.
And I was always the one saying, well, you know what? I don't really care about it. And it never really matters until it hits home to you, I guess,
Yeah, well, theoretically, that could kind of solve the one island per Switch issue, right?
Yes.
In a really clunky way.
In a clunk way, but yeah, I mean, it could.
Yeah. So that's good news, I guess. So there's that. Also, even though it's not in our show notes, I have heard some indication from some streamers or some YouTubers about cooking possibly coming again.
I heard a lot of rumors about cooking.
Yeah, because there's some indication of like vegetables and things like that in the data mine. The problem is a lot of the data mine is still in Japanese that hasn't been translated yet. So we'll see what happens. But hey, more content is more content. It makes me happy. More things to do.
Yeah, Holly, who hosts the podcast Breaking Bells with the Nintendo Guru, I believe was talking about that on Twitter a couple weeks ago. That oh Jesus, what was that? Sorry, I don't know what that was. But rumors about cooking is like starting to stir in. No pun intended.
Right. I also heard more rumors about Brewster.
Yeah,
coming. So we'll see.
Until I get Captain, it ain't happening.
So cool. So the other thing, and I put this in the Gulliver versus Gulliver. And this also came out of the data mine. They are considered different characters. And it's not just Gulliver wearing a different outfit. You have a chance, is what I read was you have a chance of getting Gulliver or Gulliver. Gulliver being the one in the pirate outfit. And with Gulliver, if you're going for the golden shovel, that's how you do it. You get it, or that's one of the ways that you get it is through him and through his "Can you find my parts?" With Gulliver, when you talk with him, it does not count towards that.
Interesting.
It's completely separate.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that's a little bit of an interesting thing. And then
I wonder what the history between the two characters are.
I thought they were just one and the same, and Gulliver just in a drunken stupor just put on a pirate outfit.
Gulliver on the weekend is Gulliver.
Gulliver. Yeah. Except on Talk Like a Pirate Day, because he's so drunk he just puts on his regular sailor.
Yeah, he puts on a suit and jacket.
Oh, right.
It's the only day I stay sober.
Right.
Anyway.
Anyhow, with so another thing that got updated through that data mine was, and we talked about it once, but Ninja is responsible for the data in the Medio Nook app, and we're going to link it in the show notes. But that's the weather predictor where you put in the information and it tells you when certain weather's going to happen, when shooting stars happen, and whatnot. Everything that I'm seeing is that if you take the time to do it, it really does predict it reliably.
Interesting. That's so insane to me.
It is to me too. I am not doing that.
No, I don't even have time. On Tuesday I didn't even have time to log in, let alone put in all my data into this Media Nook.
Exactly. So, but for people who do, I'd love to hear from people who do that.
Oh yeah, most
and
certainly.
just to see how long did it take them to get it updated, and how often are they using it? That kind of thing.
Well, not only that, but also like the percent accuracy on
right.
the app itself. So.
Right. So, and then finally in news, and this is, look, this is going to be a gimmick, but this company is offering, Salt Lake City based highspeedinternet.com.
Sounds reliable. Continue.
Yeah, I know. Is offering a dream job. You earn $1,000 to play 50 hours of Animal Crossing. And clearly, according to CBSNews.com, it's a promotional stunt, but they've received 12,000 applications since they announced it 3 days ago. And actually, this isn't the first time they've done that. They offered the same thing to play 50 hours of Fortnite. $1,000 to play 50 hours of Fortnite. Now, it's a one-time thing, but
Yeah.
$1,000, and if you can get it, what I don't know is how many people they did, or they're allowing to do it.
It's just 4 of them.
Yeah, exactly. So, and theoretically, they're doing it to measure high-speed internet issues and whatnot. But hey, you know what? They got their article on CBSNews.com.
I mean, the whole point was to have people talk about it, and here we are talking about it. So,
yep. So yeah. So that you could probably apply. I'm not sure there's any need or reason to at this point, but yeah. Dream job for a week.
Yeah, and you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you don't apply,
right,
you'll never have the opportunity to do it.
Must be present to win. So, otherwise, I meant to ask you on your island. You've collected a bunch of stuff. Any items that you're currently looking for? Any dream items?
Yeah, I want the moon chair.
Really, that crescent moon chair?
I want it. I want it so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know why. I love them. I love them so much. And I'm sure there's a bunch, right? I haven't been playing at night. So, I haven't seen Celeste in maybe a month. Yeah. So, I don't get any of her DIY recipes. I just got some cancer fragments for the first time.
I really have not been good about playing at night either, so I haven't gotten any star fragments in a very long time.
I haven't either. So, the lunar lander, the space suit.
Oh, yeah.
Any of the space-based
I like
items.
That moon, just the moon.
Yeah, the big moon. I want all of that. Because, I'm thinking about turning the top of my island into a crater or, a moon base. Like we saw a while ago.
Yep.
So, I got a retro rocket from the shop a couple days ago, and that was pretty dope.
Cool.
But I want to increase my space.
Yeah. So, one of the new items that I'm seeing that I would love to get my hands on, and you can get it from Gulliver, is a pirate treasure crown.
Oh, I know how you are on those crowns, my dude.
I know. However, yeah, it'll probably be a little difficult to get, but it's one of those things.
But also, now that you talk about it, that treasure chest, that pirate treasure chest, I need that. I need that. That's not even a want. I need that.
Yep, and there's a sea captain's coat too.
I need that. So
well, it's funny because when and we'll talk about this a little bit later after the break, but the cannons in that shot that I sent you, these are all brand new items coming from Gulliver and
I need those cannons now too because I need to put them on the beaches, right?
Well, there's a pirate bandana. There's a sea captain's coat. There's a pirate outfit.
Are you pulling this from a list?
Not a complete list. I'm pulling it from a website. But
all right.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of stuff though, and it doesn't. It looks like there's a lot of mermaid stuff clearly, but not just mermaid stuff. So.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
Anything else before the break?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
All right, everyone in chat, stick around. You on the podcast, give us 30 seconds to drop an ad, and we'll see you after that. Remember when I literally got stuck on a word and then my brain fell out?
Yep.
See, I've gotten a scallop. Everyone was like, "You gotta get a scallop to find Pascal." I have a scallop.
Yeah. In fact, that's when I got Pascal the first time. Is when I got the first scallop. Now that I'm thinking about it, but first scalp might have been my first dive. I mean, it was right away.
Oh man,
So
I fumbled so far.
Oh boy. So are we gonna do Nookazon tonight?
Yeah, you have something?
Yeah. I mean, I've just got the website up. So
Well, let me help you. Okay, give me a second.
yeah, take your time.
Nookazon. We'll put it to the front of the community spotlight. Hi, chats. How are you? Everyone good? Who do we have in here tonight?
Let's see. Usual suspects. BIH6 DocSex or DocSec. Yeah, and everybody else that we know. Delphine, Commander Root, Captain Hygiene, B Mel, Baloney, Emily, He Who's Steve, Del, Direct.
Well, we appreciate all of you nerds
Absolutely.
coming out as I fumble.
Yeah. Steve, why are you not good, man? Too much Iron Man 3? That movie is awesome.
Isn't it your favorite Marvel movie?
It might be. I actually watched it again right next to Guardians of the Galaxy, and I said, you know what? Can't beat Tony Stark.
Nobody can beat it. I mean, not even Thanos. Spoilers.
Right.
How do I get to the hot new items? Latest? I guess latest. That's what I want, yeah?
Yes, it's latest. Yeah, and then the hot items are at the top.
Got it. Oh, hot items.
Yeah, so scroll down and see the
Scroll down, yes. I see the
crown.
hot items. The crown? No.
You're looking at today's hot items, right?
Yeah.
Starts with Mushlog and Anka.
Yeah.
Scroll down about 3 rows.
The pirate treasure crown. That's pretty dope.
Right. And see the sea captain's coat on the right?
Do. Okay. And the mermaid clock is pretty... All right, let's get this on screen. Okay. Hey, you remember when we talked about things that nobody in chat can see?
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Community. Da-da-da-da. Look at that bad job I did at framing that.
Just let me know.
Just give me a second.
Just let me know.
I know. All right, bring us in.
And welcome back. Thank you for holding on through the break. Welcome back to Nook's Tavern with the hook to my pan, Mr. Philip. Keating.
Rufio! Rufio!
It's so dumb.
What do you mean skateboarding through the trees is awesome? So
I
what's...
believe in you, Pan.
I like to eat imaginary dinners too.
No.
That's why. Anyway, so what hot items are going on Nookazon right now?
Run for home, Jack.
Swing for the trees.
So the hot items on Nookazon are pretty much the same, with the exception of the new items that have been coming through because of the new swimming event. I hesitate to call that, but the swimming and diving and Gulliver. So we've got things like the mermaid wall clock, which is going for an average price of 1.8 million bells, which is crazy.
Which is down. It's trending down.
Trending down.
It was at 26 million.
I'm sorry,
2.6 mil.
The stuff that I'm digging are things like the pirate treasure crown, which we mentioned before the break. Average price obtained from Gulliver, but average price 3.6 million bells. Whew. But it looks awesome.
It does.
And then there's a sea captain's coat, if you want to be, and that's also from Gulliver, and 2.5 million. So I'm guessing that the people who are
colors.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh, it does.
I need that red one if I'm
That
ever
red
gonna,
one looks awesome.
I'm gonna have my Captain Hook cosplay going on. I need that red one.
Yeah. So my guess is that folks in the Southern Hemisphere are probably paying this stuff.
Yeah, true.
Pirate Bandana, which is 1.4 million, and it also comes in 3 colors: red, blue, black. Now, what's funny is one of the things that you had mentioned getting was the tiny library.
Yeah, I have a bunch of those.
Yeah,
They're
that's
easy to craft.
average price is 100,000.
Oh, I wish I cared. I
Yeah,
wish.
and
Who?
comes in 6 colors.
Oh, does it?
Yep. You got green, you got your tan or natural color, I guess, or yellow. Yeah, natural. You got your cool, which is a dark green, pastel, red, and
Pastel
wild.
looks like Zipper would buy it.
And wild just looks like various woods,
Yeah.
but it looks cool. I
Yeah,
dig it.
most certainly.
Yeah, so I'm still not buying anything off Nookazon. I just like to look though and see what's available. They also had a regular pirate ship cannon.
Those cannons are
They
dope.
look amazing. Average price $5 million.
I would pay it. I mean, I really would.
Yeah. Yeah, those look amazing. And then there's a pirate outfit, like a Shmee outfit.
Shmee.
Shmee.
Love me,
For $1
Shmee.
million.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, three colors: red, blue, and black.
Do they have the red and blue stripes?
Blue stripes, red stripes, black stripes.
Oh, that blue stripe one's like dead on to a Shmee without the vest.
Yep.
Ah, this is cool.
Yep.
Too rich for my blood, but cool nonetheless.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm still not buying anything, but it actually makes me want to get some of those items and do some things like this next person from our community spotlight segment. It was on Reddit, and the title of the post was called Kaboom. And holy Polywana cracker. Did you take a look at this thing?
So, yeah. This is pretty incredible.
It might be one of the best things I've seen yet in Animal Crossing.
So why don't you explain it to the people that are listening?
Yeah, so, and it's actually much more effective because they took this screenshot. Okay, I just noticed something else. They took this screenshot when Red was in town.
Correct.
So they built what looks like the deck of a giant pirate ship on their island, and the dude is dressed up as a pirate with cannons all along the back facing Red's ship. And again, we will link this in the show notes. You have to see it. It might be the most incredible thing I've ever seen. He's got a treasure chest on there. He's got anchors on the deck. And he's got like 4 cannons, but it also looks like he's shooting one of the cannons. Like there's an effect if you go up to it and click the cannon. It looks like there's smoke coming out the end.
I know, but we can't know if it's not photoshopped or not.
I don't think it's photoshopped. I choose to believe.
I want to believe.
It looks incredible.
Could you imagine if you click on that and it goes off?
Oh, that'd be the best. I mean, and it looks like he's got a treasure deck on the left, and on the right there's even a captain's steering wheel. The on the right up on the deck. It's
beautiful.
Everything made out of wood. It really is incredible.
Yeah. Everything about that is beautiful.
Yeah.
So well done.
Very well done. And yeah, like I said, that is from the Reddit user Kamij San. Oh my god, I'm butchering that.
That's fine. We're gonna link it in the show notes,
we'll
and
link
then
it in the show notes,
you can mispronounce it on your own.
Right. So cool. This next community spotlight thing is something that I know you personally enjoy, Phil. where people try to make pictures out of the overview of their island.
Oh my god. A bit of.
Yep.
So I didn't look at this before I put them into the
Oh,
show.
nice.
So this is incredible.
Yep.
So what they did was they took their island and made the pattern of a Pokemon in their by terraforming. Making it out of like a little island inside their own island of a Bidoof. And, they use the roads as the outlines, the dirt paths, probably not matted dirt because I know that's rare to find.
It really is.
But it looks wonderful and I love it.
Yep. Yeah, it's and let's face it, Bidoof is one of the most derpiest looking Pokemon, and
I like him.
It looks awesome. It looks awesome. It's like if a beaver ate a platypus and grew
and
flowers
got a
out of their
perm.
head.
Perm.
And got a perm, right? Yep. So.
And not only that, I mean, they got a pretty good lineup of villagers as well. Stitches, Raymond, Bob, Cookie.
Is that Apollo?
Nah, probably. I think that's Apollo. So they have a good amount of rare villagers as well. So
Yeah. Time traveler.
Yeah,
I'm
probably. Yep. But yeah, you're right. I love these, and it's always amazing to see. People do silly things that I can never do.
Right. Right.
I also like that they have some of the people's houses on the beaches.
Yes. Yeah. I put my houses, most of the houses, like beachfront, but not as all the way close. I put a pathway in there, but yeah.
I'm a slumlord. Everyone gets 2 spaces between their houses, and I have them blocked off in the bottom right of my village or my island.
Hey, it's order, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Order, no chaos.
No chaos, just order.
Yeah.
So one of the other things we got from Reddit was, and this is the stuff that I like the most, is when people do, in person, not virtual things. So this next person crocheted a Pascal stuffed animal, basically.
I love it.
And it just looks great. It just what's amazing is how good it is. I mean, and then they posed it around a bunch of shells, about a bunch of real shells and everything. But it's fantastic.
Not only that, but they have the scallop necklace around his neck with his little suspenders and all that. So.
Yep. It looks great.
I would buy it on Etsy for $50.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you were really, I mean, people had been in the Reddit thread were asking for the pattern, so that they can make it themselves. But
sure.
If she's selling them, or he or she, I don't know who it is, Jaggerus. But if they're selling them on Etsy, buy it.
Well, yeah. I've been getting Facebook ads for stuffed animals from Animal Crossing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like full-blown factory-made Animal Crossing stuffed animals. And I want one, but not until I get the Petro. Like, unless there's a Petro, I'm not giving you my money.
Right.
Sorry. I mean, it's a personal thing, but I need it.
Yeah.
But I think Stitches would be fun too, right? Because Stitches is literally a stitched teddy bear that's stitched together.
Right.
So
right.
I would love to see one of those.
I want to see like a Ribot Roomba or something.
A Roombot.
A Roombot.
Yeah.
So let's see this next one. So now we're getting into YouTube, which I'm loving. There's this person made a zoo on their island, and you might say that's a little weird and creepy. But well, because all your islanders are animals.
What?
But this zoo looks amazing.
No, it's very well put together. And normally, when you have these themed islands, everything is planned out perfectly and methodically, and it looks really nice.
Right. And I mean, and even like they made the a wheelchair rental at the
yeah,
at the entrance. Like, it's just little touches like that.
Yeah, like stroller checks.
Right, as if it was actually going to be used by people. And it actually isn't like from a functional standpoint. You've got all of the, if you want a dinosaur fossil exhibit, that's not hard to do. You get those.
No, and
Um,
the EP that we have, B-Mail, actually had a Jurassic Park on his, on his top of his cliffs for a very long time until he accidentally destroyed it.
right.
So
Well, because that's what you do.
that's what children do to your
Right.
island.
Right. So, but and we've got the bugs and the fish and everything that we can display. So it's not that unusual. But the way they laid it out and everything, it looks great. It looks great, and they've got some like high end or high points so that you look down on villagers' houses and it looks like this is the little weird part. It looks like the villagers are on display because they're kind of segmented out
Yep,
into
yep.
into their own pens. Yeah, and she's got a scorpion pit and things like that. It's pretty cool. So, and again, we will put that in the show notes and go take a look. It's pretty awesome.
The thing that I really enjoy is she also has a boardwalk on there with games and a
Yep.
bar and all that. So
Yeah, the villagers. She basically said we invited 10 exotic animals to our zoo,
yeah.
which is where it gets a little creepy, but it's still well done.
Everybody plays their own way.
Right, right. So go ahead and check that out. And then my favorite stuff in general is when people do covers of Animal Crossing songs in general. And this week we've got a couple. The first one is KK Drivin.
Good song.
Yep. And what's really cool is dude is chilling with oh, I'm sorry, that was the next one. But this dude multi-tracks, and so he is playing keyboards and guitar and everything all by himself, and it is really well done. Here's the thing. He's got, well, because I just clicked it again, 219 views, period.
Yeah, so Nico Mendoza has not even 2,000 subscribers yet.
Right.
So he's still, in that indie phase of YouTube. But you're right, 219 on a video that's not, it's high produced, it's cut together, it's multi-tracked. He's playing every instrument on it.
Yep.
You know.
And really well done. Like he's playing it well too. So drum kit, keyboards, guitars, and it is. I actually, given how few views he had, I was expecting it to not be great. It's great.
Yep, and I just threw him a sub here now. So
awesome. So yeah, check him out. Undiscovered talent on YouTube, and yeah, tell him you heard from Nook's Tavern.
It's always a plus.
Yeah. So the other one has more subscribers. And this dude did a version of the shop closing cover. And it's all really cool and chill because he starts out acoustic guitar, comes in with an ocarina, and then it goes metal. And it just starts rocking. And it is beautiful. It's about 3 minutes long. The name of his YouTube channel is Family Jules, Jules. Yeah, but it's great. It's awesome. It rocks. When he gets into the electric guitar stuff, it just and it sounds like he's doing all the multi-tracking, but he's really concentrating on showing him playing guitar.
Yeah, technical guitar work. I mean, he opens up on an acoustic with nylon strings, so it has that more of a warm feeling to it.
Yeah, that classical guitar type
classical, feel. And then he gets deep down into the dirty, mainstream metal sound, so it's pretty dope.
Right. So he his comment on the video, he said, I really wanted to know what it'd sound like as a classical guitar duet, which is the whole inspiration of the cover. As I kept adding parts, I laughed to myself that at some point it's going to be full metal, like Timmy and Tommy just being like, okay, get out,
Get
please.
out.
I want to sleep. And then ending it soft and sweet as they finally get some rest after a long day of work. Now, yeah, I think that's awesome. And again, creativity, right, in the community, and it never ceases to amaze.
No, I agree.
So,
Well, thanks. Those are both well produced and well played covers. So
Yeah.
happy you bring these to this show every week.
I'm dying to see some of this stuff live. Like once we're able to actually see real people doing music and stuff, I wonder if any of these things are going to kind of transcend and people are just going to throw it in even as a novelty song in some of their concerts.
Well, I mean, if you go to MagFest in 2021, there's gonna be, there's gonna be people playing Animal Crossing music.
I'm sorry, did you say Bagfest?
I said MagFest, but is there a bag?
Magfest.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you had heard something I hadn't. So.
Not yet. But in this world, there's nothing but possibilities.
Right.
But even the bands down at DragonCon that we see every year, the Bit Brigade and the.
I'd be surprised if we didn't hear Animal Crossing covers from some of those bands.
Yeah, I know that the Mariachi Entertainment System was working on a cover because it kind of fits them a little bit better than the Bit Brigade. The Bit Brigade normally sticks around like your Zeldas, your Mega Mans, and your Castlevanias that have a little bit more of a drive behind them.
Right.
But, you never know.
Yeah. So, well, we won't know this year.
No.
Because there is no DragonCon.
No, but there will be a digital con. So hopefully some of these bands can still get work.
That'd be great.
And produce content through the internet.
Right.
All right.
Cool.
So
all right.
I think we've hit that time where you should go out and find your silly little friend and
right.
get him in here.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get together, sit down for the segment that we love so much.
Phil.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, he's not here.
He's what?
He's not here.
Oh.
He left me a note.
Oh.
There was a note pinned to the door.
Okay.
This is a little disturbing, but
all right, well, open it up and let's read it.
Okay. So it says, "My dearest Martha." No, it says, "Dear Phil and Kurt, I apologize for my absence this week, but the reasons are twofold. One, I think they're watching me. Every time I head towards the airport, I see shadows following me. It seems I'll have to take extra steps to make sure I'm safe. So I've deployed decoys who you may have seen around. Maybe in this very audience. And number two, honestly, I didn't prepare a diatribe this week because I was watching Hamilton. I think Nook is going to send a fully armed battalion to remind me of his love." Hey, his words, not mine.
Oh, sure. Well, now that cannons are in there in the game, it's never it could absolutely be an option. So
right. So it looks like he might be changing his way a little bit. We'll have to see how it all works out. I agree. When I think of him not showing up, I sweat a lot too. Because that's what you guys are doing, right?
Yeah, through our eyes. We sweat through our eyes.
Right.
Well,
this is how you properly sweat.
You don't have to tell me about sweating. Oh, more maintenance?
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
All right. Well, geez. Let's.
Okay, so for people who are just listening in the audio, we just got notification that maintenance is beginning soon again. Again.
All right. Well, this is just a weekly tradition now. So, Kurt, anything else?
No. I think you can go ahead and start out.
Let's do the outro. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch at Botch. No, jeez, come on. At Nook's Tavern. This episode of Nook's Tavern was brought to you by the Bag Brigade, or the Bagman Brigade. B-Mail, thanks for your support. If you want to support the show, head on over to patreon.com/Nook's Tavern and show us some love like our newest patron, Aaron. Aaron, thank you. If you have a moment, please head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review like our newest 5-star.
BM Dragon, who says, best Animal Crossing podcast. Best Animal Crossing podcast, hands down. Phil and Kurt make the show hilarious and informative. The Bagman is also a nice addition to the show. His comments on Tom Nook are always thought-provoking. I give this show 5 stars, and hats off to you guys. Let's shake them trees and catch those bees.
Thank you to Emily Swan for our album art and the wonderful weekly art that she produces every week for our episodes. Support her over at patreon.com/aswannamedemily or on all social media at a swan named Emily. Have a story for us about your island? Share it with us over at nookstavern@gmail.com. Join the wonderful community over on our Discord at tiny.cc/nookstavern, all under lowercase. Kurt! Oh, man, I am frazzled. Where can people find you?
I can be found all over Twitter at VO by Kurt. I can be found on Twitch at Kurtstable every Sunday evening over on GSTU Media on Twitch. And check out my other podcast, Storytime with Kurt. We're in the middle of reading Great Expectations. Just hang out, listen to the story, and chill.
You can follow me over on Imaginary Nomad on all social media, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram with a 1. I'm on Botch, the D&D podcast. I'm on Breaking the Panel. All the schedules over there on my Twitch page. If you want to hang out with some nerds and watch some 80s flicks, Botched Films is every Monday night at 8:30. It's a little bit more adult themed, but we do watch parties and we do jokes on top of it that are not safe for work or children. But it's a lot of fun, and we'd love to see you there. Kurt, anything else?
I'd say just one thing. Catch some trees.
And check out your Wii's. We'll see you next week, nerds.
See ya.
Oh my god. I gotta end this recording and tuck myself away from society.
And stopping recording. And turning on the fan.
Now look, here's the thing, right? I saw maintenance in chat, like in the Twitch chat.
Oh, really?
But it never hit never hit my screen that there was
what are they doing? Like, I don't know what they could be fixing.
Unless there's another exploit?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, those guys all left.
Well, everyone's gonna want to hit the shop before the maintenance comes and kicks everyone out.
I'm just returning to my island. I love the minus key.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this will be an easy. I'll upload this quickly because there's no audio editing.
Yeah.
So.
Unless you want to drop your voice because you're doing it in the voice of Bagman.
No. I think did you play the music behind it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then no. Then we can just do the "My Dearest Martha."
Okay.
You know, that's fine. That's fine. And it wouldn't make sense if I'm reading a letter.
That's true.
I guess I could have done the whole
caused a bug where some people can't cross their Zen bridges, so that might be it. All right, Del.
Oh, okay.
That's a good guess.
Yep. All right, so noise reduction.
And do a normalize on that too.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Okay.
if you don't, I will.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll do it. I'll do the normalize. That's fine.
Okay. I can't believe this.
I thought that went all right.
Yeah, I was a little bumbly tonight.
That's all right. You're due every now and then.
Yeah, I guess so. I really can't believe that, like, I had a mid-show stroke where I just could not think, and I got in a goofy loop and couldn't stop making a noise.
Right. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
It happens.
I still, we haven't really talked too much about this, except, I know that I've said to you a couple times that I think we need to do other shows as well
No,
together.
We're still on stream, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I got no issue with that.
Hey, man, just making sure.
Yeah, it's all good. So I've got some ideas, but they're probably more long-term ideas. Other than the one that we've talked about.
Sure.
Which that's got to happen at some point.
We also need a show title, everyone.
Right. Show title. Oh, Pudge is thinking about moving. Yes, get out. I wish you luck. All right, he's always got a sour face.
I love that the only week that everyone dressed up as Bagman Brigade members is the week that Bagman didn't show up.
Or did he?
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Is there a Ken Burns title? My Dearest Isabelle.
My dearest, that sounds more Hamilton.
Yeah, it really does.
Eliza. Well, that kind of works, right? ...
and Peggy.
My dearest Isabelle. ... and Peggy. I like it. Throw it in the show notes.
Okay.
That's the front runner, unless any of you peoples can come up with anything better. Did you really not write a segment because Hamilton?
No.
I want that to be true.
No, I know. I literally, as I was writing the letter about it, because it was all about paranoia and kind of foreshadowing what's coming.
Sure.
But I said, well, everybody watched Hamilton over the weekend. So
I watched it 3 times.
I haven't yet, but it's happening. I'm gonna watch that thing more. You know what? Was it the Lafayette rap that he does towards the end? It's so good.
Yeah, all of it's great.
All of it's great. Yeah. And Peggy.
And Peggy.
And I don't care. I did love the Weird Al Hamilton polka.
Yeah, but that's like from 5 years ago.
No, but he re-uploaded it when he matched it up with the film.
Oh.
Yo, you didn't see that?
No, because I thought you were just sending me a 5-year-old video.
No, he matched it up with the scenes from the
I
film.
said get with the times, old man.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so get with the times, old man.
Damn it.
But yeah, when he did his Weird Al, speed it up to do the polka thing.
Yeah.
He sped up the film too to match it up. It's awesome.
I gotta watch it now.
And like they do the Schuyler sisters, that whole run that they do as a trio, it's all sped up. It's hilarious.
All right. Well, maybe as I wait for your audio to hit the Google Drive, I'll go through and watch that.
Ooh, let me normalize.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to end the stream for the night. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Catch Curtain Eyes Sunday night with our trusty bro Migo Soapbox GSTU over on the GSTU Twitch page. That's twitch.tv/GSTU. We're playing some video games. What is that, 8 p.m. Eastern? Sounds great to me. I got no brain power left, so I'm going to get off stream and stop plugging things. But I appreciate everybody, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.